Hey everybody, welcome to the Mom Pod. I am Brooke, and today I have with me one of my good friends from high school, Sarah. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. So yeah, I'm Sarah, and I have a almost 3-year-old in September 5th.
Oh my gosh, it's coming
3.
up.
Um, yeah, and I've just been loving being a mom, and I stay at home with him right now. For ever since he was born. I was gonna go back to work, but that didn't
Yeah,
happen.
we
So
talked
I'm
about that
just
the other day.
procrastinating going back to work. Next
Well, it's been a little while.
year. But yeah, we're just having fun every day. My husband is still military. He's 15 years in. So he'll be able to retire in 5 years. And uh what else can I
Wow.
tell you, man?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, that's pretty good, That's a lot. I can't believe it's been 15 years for him already.
Oh yeah. He is ready to go get
I
out.
know he is.
It stinks though, because where we are right now, we have a year where we are currently, and then we have to go back. He has to go back to a ship, so
Okay.
he'll be going out on underways again and deployment. So I'll be solo parenting, and who knows if there'll be another one during that
Yeah,
time. So I'll have a God willing have a newborn, and I'll be
that'd
home
be
by
nice.
myself, but it'll be good. You adjust.
Yeah. Yeah, so how long do his, deployments normally last for?
Um, it depends on what ship he goes back to. He's been on a carrier, which is the biggest, and he's been on the smallest, which is a destroyer, and
Mhm.
their schedules are so different. Like on the carrier, those deployments would be anywhere from like 9 months plus sometimes. And
Mhm.
then on when he was on the destroyers, it was like 7, 8 month deployments. Um,
Okay.
but they go on underways a lot more frequently, which is like shorter little exercises that are like anywhere from like a week to a month, and
Yeah,
they'll just be in and out, in and out. So
yeah,
yeah, but I'm used to it because
yeah.
I was in. I don't know if you remember that. I was in.
I remember that. I was just about to bring that up. You're like, "You used to do it too."
I know what to expect. I know
Yeah,
a lot of us spouses, they don't understand right away the
right.
dynamic or the lifestyle, but I think I was lucky in that, where when I got out, I knew what to expect going
Yeah.
forward, so it wasn't as
I'm
hard
sure that
as it.
yeah, I'm sure that's such a big help to as us as a military spouse to be like, "Well, you're not just a military spouse, you were military yourself."
Mhm.
And it's like you just have a whole other outlook, everything going into it. You guys met there
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
I'm sure it brings just a whole nother level of comfortability almost.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I would say so. Just because I know the world.
right.
Yeah. So I guess
Yeah.
right, yeah, it is kind of like a comfortability, and just it's kind of just like, oh, I know what to expect.
Yeah. Like you in your mind, you're not like you just know everything that's already
Yeah.
going on
Right.
and there's no wonder like I wonder what it's like here and what he's
Yeah.
doing like you just know already from having experienced it yourself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I don't stress out when I don't hear from him for like a few days. I'm like, no, they're probably shut everything down. So
right. You know how it works, so you
yeah.
know, like, oh, I don't have to worry until it reaches like maybe this many days that I
Yeah.
haven't heard.
Are you lying out there? I don't know.
Yeah,
But
just blink twice if you're July. But I mean, I'm sure it's so like where you guys are stationed and all. It's been nice that he's been home.
oh, for
And
sure. For
how
sure.
long has he been home this time?
Like this part of his shore
Yeah,
duty.
since his last appointment, since his last appointment, I
Oh,
guess.
so since so he's on shore duty order, so it's almost 3 years he's been home. Yeah,
Wow,
yeah. So he hasn't had to go anywhere.
that's
No
nice.
deployments. Yeah, that's a nice thing about Navy is When you're on sea, that's when you can expect all your deployments and underways. When you have your shore time, you're home. Like you're not
Right.
going anywhere. So that's the nice thing about it.
And then he does, like, I'm assuming he just has to go, like, to base to work
Oh
on
yeah.
stuff and things here in.
Yeah, we actually when we lived in Virginia Beach, we had a house, and then when we came here to Fort Lee, we decided to do military housing,
Mhm.
and so we're like right across the street from base. So he like is there in
Just
like 5
walks.
minutes, and then
Yeah.
yeah, he just drives over there. But I'm telling you, the military housing is not the greatest, but at least I
I
don't
would
have to worry about
assume not.
utilities. So.
Yeah, I would assume not, but I'm sure it's nice because, you never know where you're gonna end up next,
Yeah.
right? So, the stress of homeownership and then having to worry about, like, "Oh, now we have to sell by this time," and it's like I feel like it's just so stressful
Yeah.
in general when you're trying to, like, buy and sell,
Mm-hmm.
to have then a timeline, especially a really strict one when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to, like, military. I can't imagine that stressor being
Yeah.
added onto it. Like, we
A lot of moving pieces.
yeah. I just remember, like, us buying our house, like, we didn't have a strict timeline or anything, but we were on a little bit of a timeline because Eric's parents, we were living with them, and they wanted to sell their house, so it was like, we gotta get the ball rolling and get ourselves out so they can get themselves prepared,
Mhm.
and that was enough of a, like,
Yeah.
stressful, for me, like, in my brain, I know they're not gonna push us out onto the street, but I also don't wanna be a burden, so
Right.
it's like
Oh yeah, that's one of my
my own
biggest
kinda
things.
stress.
I hate being an inconvenience to people. So
I know.
I always want to do like things on my own, and I'm like, I'm not gonna ask for help. I'm not gonna ask for help. Like I don't need it.
Yeah, I
It
feel
could be a
that.
downfall, like pro and con to them.
I am, right there with you,
Yeah.
so I feel like I've gotten better at
Yeah,
asking
for sure.
at least asking, like, Eric and my mom for help.
Mhm.
I feel like I've gotten a little better there, but
Mhm.
it's definitely hard,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
have to ask for things or to feel
Oh
like
yeah.
you're inconveniencing somebody, so
Yeah.
well, so you said you're a stay-at-home mom. I mean, what's the best part about that? Like, what's your day look like normally?
So it's I think this is like my favorite thing to talk about because I went before we moved here to Fort Lee. I wouldn't say I isolated when Benjamin was very little. But I definitely didn't have a community right off the bat.
Mhm.
And when we moved here to Fort Lee, I was like, I need to make like the intentional effort to like meet other moms, build a
Mhm.
community, because there's nothing out here and I'm gonna go crazy. So that's why I am thankful for the army base that we're attached to, is because there's so many moms here. Um,
Yeah.
so being a stay-at-home mom has turned out to be a big blessing. Um, because I thought I was gonna go back to work after Benjamin was born. That was my goal. I really struggled with not being able to contribute financially to like
Mhm.
my husband's salary and the household and stuff like that, and I think it was like a very big pride thing.
Yeah.
Um, but eventually I kind of like was able to accept that this is where I am right now, and
Mhm.
I have been given the opportunity to stay home, and so it's just I'm really thankful that I can stay home. So my day with Benjamin has become, and he's almost 3, like I said, but it has just become so fun to like plan our weeks and our days because I have made so many mom friends on base through like the army base and also through my church. Um, just so many women in the same season of life, and that community you get when you make friends like who are also moms, it makes you not feel so alone like
Yeah.
in your own season of motherhood.
Yeah.
So yeah, most of the days we most mornings I'm out of the house. Like I'm like we're doing something. Like we're going to the park, we're going to the zoo, we're going to the library, we're going
I
to
love
whatever is
that.
free. Um, and that's how I've met a lot of people is just like going to these like free little events, like going to story times at the library. And
Yeah,
they'd have like little craft hours and
that's really
uh,
fun. I love that.
yeah. So I didn't know. I don't know if you've ever heard of Pocahontas State Park.
Mhm.
Um, they have a free like little event at the park for like littles, and so
Mhm.
like they show them like the fish and like nature and like all this fun
Oh, I
stuff.
love that.
I think I'm gonna check that out in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, that's pretty much it's kind of like a free
Like
for
field
all,
trips every day.
pretty much for like
I
almost
love
every
that.
day when I don't
I
have
love
to go to the
that.
grocery store and do
That's a field trip.
groceries.
I mean, if you asked Haley, that's a field trip. The place is like an amusement park to her. She's like, "Give me this roller coaster cart and take me everywhere and let
Yeah,
me grab everything off the shelf." I had to
yeah.
stop her from pulling tortillas off the shelf like 15 times
Oh
today.
my gosh. Benjamin loves tortillas. Like he just pulls one out and just is like,
Haley just
put this in
likes
the pouch.
anything. She's like, "Just give me the bag and I want the bag." But then I would give her like I gave her the pack that I was buying of the tortillas and she was like, "Oh, I don't want that." And then she kept trying to get the ones off the shelf. I'm like, "All right, whatever. We're leaving."
Yeah, there are days I don't care. Like he'll grab the bag of shredded cheese, and I'm just like, you know what?
Have at it.
Go away.
Because I would love to do that myself. Can we share? Like
Looks
that
like,
would be great.
but at least he thinks so.
Yeah. I love a shredded cheese. I love cheese, so I can't blame him there.
Was I?
Well, so being the stay at home, you're with your kid 24/7. How do you make any time for yourself? Do you do anything just for you?
So yes and no.
Mhm.
uh, when he was really little and immobile, like he would lay on the couch or lay on his tummy time.
Mhm.
Um, that was a time where I could like just leave him for like a little bit, not
Yeah.
alone, like I was
Well,
still,
yeah.
but
But
like
you don't have to worry, like they're not gonna
right,
get
they're
up
not
and
going.
run away.
Like I could read, I could uh journal, I could watch my shows, and
Mhm.
that was kind of like a time for myself because he wasn't a hard baby. He had his moments, but there were
Yeah.
also moments where I could take like like a few minutes and like just be like for myself. And then when he
Yeah.
was really little, he slept a lot better than he does now. Um, and I would bake, like I don't know what I was on something, but every night he would go to sleep, I would put him to bed, and I'd be in the kitchen. I was making cakes, I was making scones, I was making all this stuff. For who? I don't know.
I don't
I was
know.
making it. And I was just, that's what I was doing.
I love that.
But
It keeps you
now,
active.
yeah. So that was kind of the nights were a time for when I could really take some time. And I will say I have been blessed with an amazing husband who is very
Present.
proactive and present, and he is so good with Benjamin, and he'll when he comes home from work, his long days at work, he'll just come home and be like, "You need a break. I'm gonna go take Benjamin do something. You just relax." I'm like,
You're
"Okay."
the best.
Like,
See you later. Bye.
yeah, so Jake does give me some time to my
Yeah.
like during the week, and
So
but
do you like go anywhere on that or do you just like find a spot in the house and like hunker down and read a book or something?
I mean, sometimes I would just read a book, but other times I'd be like, I want to go shop, or I want to go like walk
Ooh.
around and just be around people, or
Yeah.
just go outside for a little bit. And but yeah, I'm naturally a homebody,
Mhm.
so being home with him doesn't bother me so
No,
as it
yeah.
would be like with a type A mom who like needs to go 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 go. Like
Yeah.
I know a few moms who are like, I cannot stay home. I need to get
Have
out.
to get
I
out.
need to do something. Like I most of the times me and Benjamin go out, but sometimes I'm just like, you know what? Well, we're gonna stay home and I'm gonna
Yeah,
relax, and you can play on the floor with your trains, and you'll be
yeah.
like,
I know when I get any time to not go to work, if I like we just did a vacation that ended up being a staycation, and I kept my whole week off and I was just like I it's like a lump on a log. I just like don't want to do anything. And
well,
I stayed inside with her and I played with her. I took her to like my grandma's house to go swimming one day, but just staying inside, taking her outside for walks or like just playing in the backyard for a little bit, but just like I don't want to go anywhere. But I also, by the end of
no.
like the time, like especially by the end of maternity leave, I was so stir crazy. I
Mhm.
was like, God, I have to get out. And I was like reaching out to everybody, like, can y'all go somewhere with me? Like, I don't want to go alone, but like, cause
Right.
just the area that I live in isn't like the greatest to go out alone in. Excuse me. But if I could find somebody to go, I'm sorry.
Where are you living now? Like what area?
Like we're at by Towson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's like if I want to go anywhere, it's like out to the cities, like, and I'm like, I don't want to go out there by myself. I don't want to go to Towson Mall alone. Like, I don't want to go out to Columbia alone. So it's like finding the space, like finding someone who can go. My mom would go with me, or I would find a place where I felt comfortable going, just me and Haley. There's plenty of shops like kind of near
Oh
where I
yeah.
am that I'm like fine with going by myself. But for the most part, I'm like, I get stir crazy and I can't like go anywhere.
And it's so crazy that you say like that you're hesitant to go out by yourself, because it just made me think of before we had children, it's not like a second thought to be like, oh, I'm just gonna go here, I'm just gonna go
Yeah.
here. I don't care, like I'll be fine,
Mhm.
take care of myself. And now that you have like a little guy or a little girl, and now we're like, ooh, I notice everything. I'm just like,
Uh-huh.
who you're standing a little too close to me, guy. Like
Uh-huh.
I
Unbuckle
like
her
the
into
way
the
you're
car seat.
walking, you're get away from my child.
I literally, like I buckle her into the car seat in the parking lot, and I'm, like, looking over my shoulder the whole time, like, trying to make sure that nobody's, like, gonna come up to me. I'm like,
Because
"Stay
now
away."
you're like hyper aware of
Mhm.
everything around you, and it's really weird to experience because it's like it's just I can't explain what it is other
Yeah.
than like just being hyper aware of everything around
Yeah.
you. Like
And
you
then I
are
think about, like, oh my god, I used to work at a mall and, like, get there for overnight shifts at, like, 11 PM, be at a mall until 2 AM,
yeah, like what are
and then
we
go
doing?
home by myself. But then I know that I work in a place now where I see all the crimes that happen
Oh,
at that specific mall, and I'm like, "There have been, like, 5 murders at that mall the past,
like,
like, year and a half," and I'm like, "I used to literally spend all my time
no, I'm
there."
just gonna walk out here in the
It's
best.
crazy. So, like, it's, like, so crazy how having
Right.
having a kid really does change all of those
Oh
things for
yeah.
you, all the your whole thought process and, like, and when I go out without her, I'm still aware, like,
Mhm.
even without
Oh
her,
yeah.
but when I have her, it's just, like, extra
Yeah.
hyper vigilant for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. There is a
Um,
big mental shift that happens when
for
you have
sure.
one, and it's crazy, crazy to experience.
Oh,
Honestly.
yeah. It really is. Okay, well, you said you were hoping to have a newborn by the time Jacob boys again, so you obviously want to have another kid.
I go through seasons. I go through phases of
Mhm.
wanting another one and then just looking at my son and just be like, you're getting so easy. And I'm really getting this mom thing down.
Yeah.
And then I see like you post your little girl, or like, oh, there's so many people around me who are like having these babies, and I'm just like, oh, I
Baby
miss
fever.
it. I miss the little baby. And oh my gosh, some moms can just get rid of their baby clothes and like donate them. I still have the trunks in the
I
closet.
have tubs
They're
and
tubs.
tubs.
Yes. And I'm like, I
Tubs.
might need it. We might have another and then I might, I don't want to give away. I
Yes.
was I was looking through the today, and I pulled out like one of his little onesies. I'm like,
I can't. I
maybe I
can't.
want another one. Like my
I
my
know.
biological clock is going again, and I'm just like, yeah, I could do another one.
Uh,
Yeah, I think I'd be
yeah, I
okay.
kind of I do that too where I go kind of like on my own back and forth in a way because Eric and I have always talked about wanting to have at least 2 kids. I think his max was 2. I wanted to have 3 and then I was like, "Fine, we can have it's fine with 2, whatever." Then I had Haley and I'm just like, "I just wanna love you." Like, I just wanna give
Right.
you literally every part of my
Yes.
soul, and I can't even imagine splitting
Yes. Yes.
that attention and
Yes.
taking anything away from
Yes.
you, and it's like, I know I'm not taking away, and I have to, like, keep trying to remind myself, "I'm not
Right.
taking anything away from her." Like, "Your love grows," they always
Yes.
say that, but
It
it's just so hard
multiplies.
to imagine that
Right.
I can expand any more than I've already expanded, like,
Like,
my heart
you love
is
your firstborn so deeply and so much. Like, I can so relate to that thought process. I've
yeah,
thought that too, of like, I already love you so much.
and it
How
breaks my
is
heart to
there
think
more than
about
this? Like, if I
yeah,
have another one, I don't want him to feel like I don't love him. And I think
yeah,
which is a universal mom worry when they have
absolutely.
multiples. But it's like how like you cannot, and it's almost the same scenario of when you have 0 kids to 1, like, you don't really know
How
what
you're gonna
to
do
expect
it.
or, like, what is even gonna happen
Right.
or, like, uh, the things that you don't know because you never experienced motherhood,
Right.
and it's almost like that with the 2nd child because it's like, I know what motherhood is. I know what to do, but how do you, like, multiply the love
Right.
and, like, but
It's so
I think
crazy.
it's all it was always intentional with that because I mean, there's mothers out there with multiples all the time, and
My grandma had 9, to this day, don't know how she did it,
9?
you know? Yeah.
Oh lord.
You didn't know that? My
Oh
mom's
my
the
god.
youngest, mom's the youngest of 9. Yeah, I'm like, "Girl, I don't know how you did that, but"
Max.
yeah. Yeah, and, like but then I know my friends I have friends who are like, the second their first baby popped out, they're like, "Okay, when can I have the next one?" Like, they were just like
Nuts to me.
I'm like, I
Nuts.
am so, like, "Go, go girl." Like, if that
Sure,
sh
yeah, like, if
they
that if
know that's
you
what they
like to pop
want,
them out, you go ahead and
you
do it.
do it.
But I
And
know where I
I'm like,
was.
I I can't imagine, like
I
I don't know, I
know.
had her and I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna take a break for a little while and
Yeah,
get my hands in it," you know, but
yeah,
a lot of my friends that are like that or were like that, like, they're older than me, like, they're not old by any stretch, but, like, they're a couple of years older than me, 2, 3
mhm,
years, and so they're like, "I wanna have this many kids, and I wanna
mhm,
be able to have that many kids, and if
yeah,
I because I started at this time, I have this many years left to get, you
oh
know,
yeah,
to pop them out."
and the
They
tickets.
have their mindset and they wanna do that, and I'm like, "Go for it," you know?
Yeah,
You do it.
yeah, and I don't
Um
remember if you remember my sisters, but my eldest sister, she has 5,
Mhm.
and my 2nd oldest sister, she only has 2, but, like and I don't know if I've ever expressed this to you when we were younger, maybe not, but I don't really ever remember ever really having a maternal feeling ever. Like,
Mm.
I was set on not being a mom ever. Like, I thought I
Yeah,
was
I do
gonna
remember that.
do you? Like,
Mhm.
I was really like, I don't like children. I don't
I
like
remember that. We at one of our
them.
I think I think it was at your bridal shower or something we
I
were
was
talking
like,
about
please
it. I
don't.
was
Don't ever
like I
mention
remember
children.
you being like, "I'm okay if I don't have kids," and I'm like,
Yeah,
"Good for you."
I live my life, man. But
Yeah.
it's so funny because like even my parents would if they would mention like having children, I'd be like, "Ugh, don't
Uh-huh.
even bring children up. You know I don't want them." Like,
You're just, like, telling yourself, "I don't want them, I don't want them."
like who are you kidding? Like,
Honestly. You were obviously trying to convince yourself of it.
it was what was that? What's that called? Reverse psychology on myself.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I know I was always like I always knew I wanted kids eventually, but I could never, like, say that I was in a moment where I was, like, ready to have them, and then, I don't know, I just was ready. I was just
Yeah.
like,
It
we had our
happens like that. One
conversation.
day you're just, I could have one. I'd be
Yeah.
okay if I had one.
I'd be happy to have one, and it's like, I got to a point where I was, like, seeing everybody around me was having kids, and I was like, I knew I wanted kids, and I'm like, "I want kids," and Eric and I, had our conversations about timelines, like, what we were thinking, and they were differing. He wanted to wait a little longer, I was like, "I'm ready right now," and we met in the middle, we found our middle ground, and we were like, "Okay, and so you say 12 months, I say right now, so why don't we make it even? We'll do 6 months."
Yeah.
And we were happy with that agreement together, and it allowed him to kind of be able to ready himself a little more, and I was okay with the waiting a little bit longer, and it worked perfectly. I
You
mean,
were like methodical about it. You're like,
well, yeah, because you know, in our 30s, it's technically we're getting close to the geriatric age for pregnancy,
isn't
which is
that crazy
insanity.
how,
And I was like, I don't want to, like, I didn't want to, like, push him or force him into anything. I really wanted to make sure we had a conversation. We were both comfortable with the decision. So we had, like, a whole plan to start trying in, like, July, and we ended up getting pregnant in June. Like, it just happened. So
yeah.
we were kind of at that point where we're like, okay, in the next 6 months, if it happens, it happens. But if we're not, like, not pregnant by July, then we're gonna start trying in July. Like, we'll actually, like, start trying. But up until then, like, Eric was good, like, if it happens, it happens kind of thing.
Hmm.
And then it happened the month, before we were gonna start trying.
Yeah.
So
I'm a
it all
huge
happens the way it's
proponent.
supposed to.
I'm a huge proponent of it'll happen when it's meant to happen.
Mhm.
Because it actually took us 3 years to get pregnant with Benjamin.
Wow.
It took us a long time. And now that I'm ready to have a second one, I'm like, I should be pregnant by now. Like all the girls who got pregnant around the same time I got pregnant already have their seconds. And I'm just like, what is going on? Like, and it's been a huge, I wouldn't say like big struggle emotionally, but
Mhm.
I didn't realize that second pregnancy and fertility was even a thing. All I
Yeah.
heard was once you have a baby, like you're super fertile. And that's why people get so pregnant like
So
immediately is
quickly,
because they're
yeah.
so fertile. And I'm like, apparently not me. But
Damn.
so that's
I'm
why
sorry
I
to hear
kind of,
that.
yeah, I wouldn't say, I think I've made my peace with it. Like,
Mhm.
and I've tried, and I'm not one to track like periods and ovulation and stuff. I have,
Yeah.
but it just takes the joy out of like my everyday to just be constantly
Sure.
thinking of like, oh my gosh, is it time to,
Right. I can
try to
see
get
that.
pregnant? Like,
Yeah.
uh,
I can see that.
but that's why I think like I go back and forth of I'm okay with Benjamin, like if it's just him. And
Yeah.
I watched a video. It was a TikTok, I think. And it was a woman who only had one. And she was like, just like, what do you
Yeah.
mean just?
It's not
Like,
only,
it's not
yeah.
only like year one is amazing. Like, they're the
Yeah.
one who made you a mother. They are everything. Like, and I'm
Mm.
like, it's true.
It's true, it's true. Yeah. Well, it's great that you have such a positive and healthy outlook on it too. I know it can be really hard to have that kind of mentality when you're going through something like that.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
it's really great that you're able to have that.
Yeah. And I don't think it's just by chance that I have a positive outlook. I think
Yeah.
um my faith has a lot to do with that, and um ultimately like where I'm putting my trust in the outcome of my life and my family's life
Mhm.
gives me peace knowing that
That's
it's all
fantastic.
going to work out for good eventually, and things will happen the way they are meant to happen.
They're meant to happen, right?
And so yeah, but I can't tell you, as much as I was totally detested by the fact of becoming a mother prior, when I got pregnant, like up until today, like I just love being a mom. Like I love it.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
it comes with, of course it comes with its hard days
Of course.
and its trials and
Mm.
the days where I like cry in the corner while
Uh-huh.
Benjamin is also crying. Like,
Yeah.
I just have it. I have like come into my own like person in becoming a mom, and
Yeah.
I'm just so thankful that I get to experience this part of life, and I think
Yeah.
it's beautiful. And I hope like you are working to encourage a whole lot of a wider scope of moms listening to these podcasts, and I just hope I can have that impact on some other mom's life to be like, yes, it's hard, yes, it's a
Mm.
struggle, yes, like there are days where like you don't want to do it anymore, but it's also a beautiful thing, and you can take the
Mhm.
hard with the good, and it's not always bad, and it's not always gonna be bad. Like if this is just a
Yeah.
season.
Yeah. And it's but it's also it's not always gonna be good, and it's
Right.
okay if
Yeah.
when it is, like, it's so hard in the moments, but
Yes.
it just to know, like, "Alright, you're not the only person who goes through this." I think that's a big thing, like, I feel like when you're in the moment, you are like, I personally know that whenever I'm in a moment of really hard time with anything, really, I tend to think like, why, like, I internalize almost like it's me, it's what's wrong with me, and then I have to just kind of stop and think, I'm like, I'm not the only person who goes through this. It's okay. Like,
Which is
there
a
are other
comfort
people
in
out
itself.
there. Yeah, like there's so many people out there who go through the same thing, and we just don't know that we're all
Right.
going through it at the
Right.
same time. So that was like big intention with doing this podcast, being able to just talk to other moms about everything they're going through, just so that when another mom listens in, and they're like, "Oh, okay, I am not the only
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Like this person has this outlook on it. Maybe I can have that outlook too, or like
Mhm.
open your eyes to something else that maybe helps you just a little
Right.
bit."
Right.
So that's definitely
Yeah.
what the goal is,
Yeah.
and
And I know a
mm,
big struggle of becoming a mom is losing your kind of self identity a little bit.
mhm.
And I think every mom can relate to that in on a
Yeah.
certain level.
You're losing I don't even say you're losing, right? You may there might be a part of you that is gone, your past part, maybe your party side or whatever it may be, but you're gaining a whole new part of
Exactly.
you, and it's so important to yes, it's 100% okay to mourn what is
Oh, for
gone, the
sure.
past. Like, you need to, if it's something that does affect you, you need to allow yourself to mourn that and know that it's okay. It's
Right.
100%
Right.
okay to mourn the person you once were,
Yes.
but then just allow yourself to accept all that you are becoming as a
Right.
mom and all of the new things that you get to experience now that not every woman is lucky enough to experience who
Right.
wants to
Mhm.
experience it. So it's something that it's okay on both sides, like allow yourself to remember the past and then not move on from it, just grow, continue to grow and
Yeah.
be that, learn the new person that you're becoming and think fondly
Yeah.
on the times, the person
Exactly.
that you used to be. And who knows, maybe in a few years, once your child or children get a little bit older, a part of that old you might start coming back,
Mhm.
like if you used to be for throw out whatever, an avid dancer and you always went to the studio, and maybe once you had a couple kids you weren't able to do that as much, but as your kids get older there's always that opportunity for those old hobbies, that old part of you to possibly come back into your life, and never shut the door all the way,
Exactly.
leave it cracked just so that in the future, there's always that opportunity to maybe bring your kids into it
Right.
and show them what you used to love and everything before it was, all consuming. Because motherhood is
It is all
generally
consuming.
all consuming. Even when you have a super supportive partner, it is all consuming. Um, and it's important to try and make time for yourself and, when again go back to the old things that used to make you happy when you're able to. And it
Yeah.
might not be right away, but when you have the ability to do it, it's important to try and do it. So,
Yeah. I love what you said about uh you said it's good to look back on who you were before because there is a grieving period, right? Because
Mhm,
you are becoming essentially a new version of yourself.
mhm.
And I don't know if you're a big reader, but there's a book that I had just read. It was like called The Myth of Motherhood. Um
Oh,
yeah, and she was going over like the kind of grieving period of losing yourself as a prior mom and then now like going into this new season. You're not, it's essentially what you just outlined is you're not
yeah.
losing yourself, you're expanding who you already are.
You're getting a new version.
Exactly. And the old you is still there. You're growing a little bit.
Yeah,
That's okay. And growing is fun because
yeah,
like growing as a person. And
yeah,
we're all doing this. I like to say we're all doing this life for the first time. Like
yeah.
it's everybody's first time. So
We're all figuring it out together.
exactly.
It may be chaos at some point, but at
Yeah.
sometimes, but it's
Yeah.
great. All right, well let me ask you a couple of rapid fire
Oh
questions,
gosh, yeah.
and then we'll get into our product. Okay? It's only like four. Pretty easy.
I'm ready.
Okay. Ready? Okay.
Ready.
Coffee or tea?
Oh, coffee.
Okay. Target or Amazon?
Oh, hard one.
I know.
Amazon.
Okay. Indoor or outdoor play?
Uh, these are hard because I have reasons for both. Summer indoor play, fall outdoor play.
Okay, okay. Got a little mix. I like it, like it. For screen time, movies or TV?
I like to give him movies, but he likes the TV man. He likes the
Yeah.
movie shows.
Yeah.
He's into this. I don't know if your listeners know anything about Danny Go on YouTube,
Oh, yeah.
but that's his thing right now. He likes to dance. He'll come downstairs and be like, dance, dance. I'm like,
Ugh. Don't do anything else, please.
this guy.
Well, okay, so
Also, fun note, if you don't know what Danny Go is, you can get your exercise in that way because you can put your little ankle weights on, get a little
well, there you go.
like dumbbells and just do the dances and then you get your exercise in while they're also dancing.
I
Yeah,
love that. When Haley's like actually doing that, following along with stuff like that, that
yeah,
sounds about right.
yeah.
I'm down for
It,
that.
it tires you out, man.
Uh,
It's a workout.
so okay, so you said coffee over tea. What's like your go-to coffee?
Well, I drink decaf, and it really doesn't really matter what brand,
Hmm.
honestly. It all tastes the same to me. I'm not
Yeah.
a coffee connoisseur or anything. I'm just
Yeah.
whatever's on sale. Like,
Well, so if you're gonna go to like a Starbucks, what would you order?
ooh,
Like,
I really love. I don't know if they have it anymore. Their pistachio latte,
hmm
really good.
that's like I want to say it's like a winter to spring thing, isn't it? I don't remember. I had it in the
So
winter.
I think so, but there was one off time that I went. I was like, "Do you still have this?" And they're like, "Yeah, we'll make it."
I
And I
think
also
they've
really
made it like more all season because I think it was so
like.
popular.
It's really yummy, and I also like the sweet cream, the sweet vanilla cream cold brew.
Yeah,
Those ones.
vanilla sweet cream cold brew.
Yeah, yeah, that one.
I'm a Starbucks girly.
Not a whole lot, but I
I
will
don't. Yeah,
say, even though I do drink more coffee than tea, I am trying to get into tea because
about the tea.
I've been to the UK 3 times now. So now I'm like collecting like teacups every time I
Oh,
go.
cute.
And so I want to like get more into the tea because while I was there this last time, we actually did like the proper English tea time,
High
afternoon
tea.
tea, and it was like such an experience. And I actually liked the tea, which I don't
Yeah,
really even like tea that much. So,
we just did a high tea experience in Arizona
oh
for the
yeah,
Bachelorette,
yeah.
and we did a high tea, and I got this chocolate cream truffle
Oh,
tea.
that sounds really
Oh
good.
my god. Aisa bought me a bag of it because I was just like
Oh
obsessed with it,
man, can
and
you
she
buy it
bought me a
offline?
bag. It is so good.
I love that.
It's like this little mom and pop tea shop, but I'm sure you might be able to find something like I'm gonna have to do some research, but
Oh yeah.
man, so good,
Oh
so good.
man.
But I am a coffee girl. Like I have to have my coffee every morning. I do my little protein powder
Hmm.
and uh happy girl. I need it.
Oh, for sure.
Mm. But so then okay, so you said Amazon over Target. Is that for just, like, the convenience of it?
One for convenience. I think it's mostly because it's convenience,
Yeah.
honestly. But I this is a bad habit I have. I will like if I am trying to put Benjamin to sleep, instead of like going through Facebook and TikTok, I will be on Amazon scrolling. Like,
Girl,
I want
yes. My
I
Amazon
don't
cart is
what I
so
want.
full.
Oh, there's so much. There's like over there. I don't want to tell you the amount of things I have in my save for later cart, but it's
My cart is actually full. Like, my
okay.
Amazon cart is actually full.
Can
Like,
you
it
like max
tells me
that
now.
out?
Yeah.
Oh, you can.
It maxes out
Can
at, like,
you
50.
at 50? Oh my god! I don't
Well,
have no
I don't
idea.
use my save for later. I just keep everything in my cart, and then I just uncheck it. Like, if I'm not so I'm
Oh,
obviously not gonna buy it all, so I just uncheck it, and
well,
then I only check the
to.
things I wanna buy.
I have to put it in my save for later because like sometimes Jake will go in there and he'll
Oh,
buy the whole. I'm just like, no, that's not what I wanted.
yeah. Eric's good about not doing that. He knows that he has to check the box of the thing that he wants to purchase, and then yeah, because it'll always be at the top, but, like, yeah, it's gotten to the point where, like, I'm like, "Oh, that's cute," and I'll, like, add it, and it'll be like, "Your Amazon cart is full." Like, the oldest thing has been moved to your saved for later. I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like, I don't even know what that is at this point.
It's an addiction, and I need to go to
It
therapy.
is,
So
but at least we're not spending it, right? We're not purchasing it. We're just putting it in our carts. We're window shopping. It's just window
I
shopping.
like put like the 10 things in my cart, and I only buy the like two. We're compromising.
Oh, this is a little too. It's fine. It's fine. Gotta live a little bit, you know?
It's not like there's like Amazon packages coming to my house every day. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Like
Ooh, maybe,
praying that it
maybe.
gets here before my husband gets home.
Yeah. Eric is like another package. Are you kidding me? He sees it before I do
Yeah.
because he checks the ring camera. As soon as it like goes off, he's like,
Good
"Why?
lord.
What now?"
That's why I got rid
Like,
of my ring cam. I don't need to
we
be
need it.
spied on.
We need it in our area. We do, but
But I do
yeah.
equally the amount of damage at Target when I go to
Yeah.
Target. Yeah.
So there's a Target, I'm not kidding you, a 2-minute drive from my house.
Brooke, when I lived in Virginia Beach, there it was literally it was across the street. I
It's literally, like, across the street. I'm like, I am there multiple times a week, and it's the only place I can buy Haley's
know you now.
diapers.
They know you by first name.
Yeah, like, I love them there, and it's the only place I can get her diapers, so I get Millie Moon, so
I
I
used
can
to
get
see
them at
Millie.
Walmart, but we don't have a Walmart close enough to us, so I prefer Target over Walmart anyway,
Oh yeah.
um, but, like, so I go there, and then I also can only get my protein creamer either from there or Amazon, but it's a little bit cheaper at Target,
So
so
particular.
yeah. And then it's where I get my makeup too because I don't really feel super safe at, like, the CVS's and stuff around me.
Yeah. Gosh,
So
what are
because
you
just, like
looking at, bro?
I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later.
Fine, get on the door. Get you out of
No, I mean, it's just, like, the area, like, our spot where we're living in I feel very safe in our neighborhood, it's just, like, where we're close to, like, the stretch, I'm like, "I don't really wanna go into that area of the stretch, but I'll stay in this area of
here.
it,"
Yeah.
where the Target is, and, I mean, Target has everything. Why do I need to go up the street
It's a
to a CVS when Target literally has everything and more that
right.
I need?
And
So,
Amazon has next day shipping.
it's right. And
Don't
then
take
we go
that
to
information.
Costco. We go to Costco for, like, our bulk things, and then I
Yeah.
go to Target and Giant for groceries and other miscellaneous items, so
Gotten the hang of
and
bulk shopping yet. Sometimes I go to Sam's Club and I'm like, this is really expensive. I
well, and it
don't
depends, like,
need
so
all
we
of this.
yeah, we only get our main meats, like, we get chicken from there every week or every other week, I think,
Yeah.
because it's such a big pack, so we go,
Right,
like, every
right.
other week. We get chicken, we get our paper towels, our toilet paper, big packs of other meats, like, that's really all
Hmm.
we and our like, Eric gets his coffee from there
Hmm.
because he gets his whatever. So, we don't get a whole lot from there. I don't really have a whole lot of storage. I have very, 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 very small house and an even smaller kitchen, so I have nowhere to really store a whole lot of it
Yeah.
to be able to do a ton of bulk shopping yet,
Can
but
relate.
I
Can relate.
grew up on it. I
Yeah.
grew up on the bulk shopping. My grandparents always
You know,
like, "You
so did
remember my grandma's
I.
house?" Yeah, like, they had the basement that had the
Yeah,
freaking, like, another store in it, like, everything was always like, "Here there's oh, we're out of ketchup, go get one of the 5 pounds of
right.
ketchup
I
that we have
remember,
to
yeah, I
use."
remember my parents, we would always go to BJ's and we would get like all like almost all of
Mhm.
it, and I'm just like, now I'm like, I don't need all of this.
Well, it's
Look,
that, and it's like, I have nowhere to put all of
right.
this.
I have
Like, where am I
a
gonna put it?
cabinet to put
Yeah,
a pantry load of things in.
literally,
Thank you,
same.
military house.
Okay,
But
whatever.
yeah,
But, yeah,
mhm,
Alright, so we're gonna talk about our product, right? We
yes.
said we wanted to talk about carriers and of all kinds. Like
Mhm.
you said you really like the hip carrier a lot
Yeah,
when he got older. When
honest,
he was younger, is there like we have an ergo baby.
okay.
Um and only because my cousin gave it to us after her daughter grew out of it. And it was the best thing
It's the
ever.
best kind of baby product you can get is the free one. So
Yeah. I have so many wraps and carriers, like, we each had our own carrier that was gifted to us, and I liked the one that I had, but as she got heavier, the Ergo Baby was definitely better for my back,
mhm.
and then, I've had the wraps, I've had, like, the tube wraps, which were really great when she was tiny, and the wraps, which were awesome too when she was, like, a little bit more snug, but the hip carrier is awesome too.
Ugh, yes.
I have the mom cozy
You
one.
have the mom cozy. I have the Tush Baby, which is I think the original, like,
Yeah.
a hip carrier product, whatever.
Yeah,
They all
yeah,
do
I'm
the
pretty
same thing.
sure.
But, yeah, I was the same way when Benjamin was really itty bitty. I had the one the baby carrier that you tie yourself. Like,
Yeah, the wrap.
yeah, the wrap.
That was
And
took me, like, forever to figure out too.
oh, yeah, I had to, like, practice
I had to watch
before I
YouTube
would use
videos.
it.
It
And
was
then I felt
like
bad, like, the first time that I wrapped him in it, I was, like, doing it too slow, and I was doing it wrong, and he was crying, and I was like, "I'm never doing this again, this is so frustrating."
oh my
Well, I
god.
figured it out, and we made it work, but then I was like, "I don't feel like tying this all the time," so then I got, like, it looked like the wrap, but it was actually, like, a baby carrier, but was the
Mhm.
cloth wrap.
Oh, okay, yep.
And but you could, like, buckle it, and it
Yeah.
wasn't as bulky as some of the other baby carriers. Uh, and those that would I would be so tired. I would just put him in the little thing, and then I would go lay on the couch and just, like, lay, and he would be
Uh-huh.
asleep, and I'd just be, like,
Passed out. Good night.
slumped out for, like, a little bit, but then I switched to I don't know if you've heard of the brand Wild Bird.
Yeah, I think so.
I had one of those, and I loved that baby carrier. It I mean, they all do the same thing, but that one, I liked it for me 'cause
Mhm.
it was just, like, not super bulky, it was easy to use, it was just and that's how
Yeah.
I went to the store a lot of the times, like, when he was little, I would just put him in the baby carrier while I pushed the cart, and so I didn't have to carry his whole contraption in, and it just made life a lot easier. But then,
Yeah.
they get bigger, and then we switched to my pride and joy, the Tush Baby,
Yeah.
and that one was just so nice because I could just plop him on my hip, and I had one arm here, but, like, my arm wouldn't get tired because I could just, like, rest it on his bum and keep him balanced. But then I would unload the dishes with him on my hip, I would vacuum, I would do all the
Yeah.
things just with him, like, just plopped on my hip, and
Yeah.
it saved my back because I think the backing of it is a lot wider, so it, like, supports
Yeah.
my back a lot better.
It's like a
Oh,
giant fanny pack
it
with,
really
like, a
is. Yeah, and
seat on
then
it.
yeah, I would put his diapers and stuff all in there, and I
Mhm.
wouldn't even need a purse, so it was really nice. If you, like, get the off-brand one, you don't even have to get the brand name Tush Baby. You
Yeah.
get the off-brand one, it will save your arms and it will save your back, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I really like my mom cozy one is really nice. It's basically the same thing,
Yeah.
and I haven't had too much of an opportunity to use it, but mainly because whenever we do go somewhere, she just wants to be down.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to be up. It stays in my car so that I have it whenever I go somewhere, but like she just doesn't want
Yeah.
that. She wants to be down and running around, or other people have her because
Yeah.
of such a big family. So It's not, I haven't been able to use it as much as I would like to, but I have it, and she's getting heavier,
Oh,
so
yeah. Does she still use a
I'm
stroller?
yeah, we use it, like, we go for walks, if I'm going to, like, the mall, I'll put her in the stroller, but if I'm going to, like, the grocery store or a Target, I put her in the cart
Yeah. And it's
just
so
so I can
funny
use the
because,
cart.
you know, those analogies see is like one day will be the last day you pick them up, and like one day will be the last day they do this thing. It
Yeah.
was like that with the stroller, I realized, because I would have him in the stroller, we would go on walks all the time, and I have not used that stroller in months, and I just realized like
Yeah.
I'm not taking this out of my car in I don't know how long. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
I use it,
You just walk?
depending on the situation. I just, like, if I have a lot of walking to do, your butt's going in that stroller. But we just don't really, I mean, go a ton of places where I really need it. So, like, doctor's appointments and stuff, I just carry her in, because I know she'll get mad anyway if she's sitting in the stroller for not moving. But when we go for walks around the neighborhood, it's nice, and just any big places
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
it's good to have. So
But I highly recommend to anybody get the hip carrier for
yeah,
sure.
it's definitely nice. It definitely helps balance out your back, and yeah,
Yeah.
I would recommend it as well. Again, I haven't been able to use mine as much, but I definitely recommend it. And I really liked my Ergo Baby for carrying because it just balanced out on my back so much better than other ones that we had.
And
Um,
it was nice because I remember on the last election when I went to go vote, I had the hip carrier with me. I just popped him on my hip.
yeah,
I went to go vote, and I was like, this was actually kind of easy.
yeah, it's just so much easier. You don't have to like strap them in. You just like plop them on when they're like sturdy enough to hold on to you and know not
Yeah.
to like go full exorcist baby on you. I mean, Haley still does that with me. She's like, I'll pick her up and she's like, no, and like throws
Oh my
herself
god.
back. I'm like, you're 22 pounds now and you cannot do that. Like, why are we doing this right now? It's fine.
A lot of emotions.
And it, a lot of emotions in that one. But she's a girl. What do you expect? You know,
We're a
we
bottle
got
of
all
them.
the emotions. Well, this was so fun. Thank you for doing this with me. I would
Thank
love to have
you
you
for
back again. We have other things we can definitely talk about.
yeah.
But in the meantime, you guys can find me on Instagram at the best mom pod. You can email me at thebestmompod@gmail.com and send in your stories, your crazy stories, your funny stories, whatever you want. Love to do some mini episodes eventually of a bunch of stories and just listener tales, if you will, of the trials and tribulations of our kids said this week or whatever it may be. So, but I will see you guys next week. Sam's on vacation, which is why we had Sarah with us today. So Sam will be back the following week, I believe, and we'll get back to it. But this was fun. I really
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. All right. See you guys next week.